It's 3:07 a.m. The house is quiet. You are finally asleep, and then your cat launches down the hallway like something invisible is chasing them. Across the room, onto the sofa, off the sofa, through the hallway, and back again. For a few seconds, your peaceful home becomes a tiny indoor racetrack. And when it's over, your cat just sits there calmly, as if nothing happened. Most cat owners have seen this. Some call it the Zoomies. Some call it chaos. Some call it a direct attack on their sleep schedule. But here's the part most people miss. This is probably not random, and your cat is probably not going crazy. Those sudden nighttime sprints may look strange from the outside, but inside your cat's body, they can make a lot more sense. Because your cat is not just a cute animal living in your home. Your cat is a small predator with a body built for short bursts of movement, a brain that still understands hunting, and a rhythm that does not always match yours. So why do cats suddenly run around at night, and what can you actually do about it? Let's look inside the cat mind. Most people explain nighttime Zoomies in simple ways. My cat is bored. My cat is hungry. My cat is being dramatic. My cat is nocturnal. And each of these ideas can contain a small piece of truth. Boredom can play a role. Hunger can increase activity. Some cats do become more active when the house gets quiet. But if we stop there, we miss the bigger picture. Nighttime Zoomies often happen when four things come together: your cat's body clock, your cat's hunting brain, stored up energy, and the way humans accidentally respond to nighttime behavior. First, the body clock. Many people say cats are nocturnal, but that is not the full picture. Cats are often more active around the edges of the day, around dawn and dusk. These are times when light is low, movement is harder to spot, and small prey animals may be active. So while you may be winding down at night, your cat's body may be switching on. To you, the day is ending. To your cat, an active window may be opening. This does not mean every cat will sprint around every night. Cats are individuals. Age, health, routine, stress, personality, and environment all matter. But for many cats, evening or early morning energy is not strange. It is part of a rhythm their body still understands. Now add the second piece, the hunting brain. Even the softest indoor cat still carries a hunter inside. Not because your cat is cruel, not because your cat is wild, but because hunting shapes the way cats move, watch, wait, and react. A cat's play often follows the same basic pattern as hunting: search, stalk, chase, pounce, catch, then often eat and rest. This is why a toy that moves like prey can be so powerful. When your cat crouches behind a chair, when their pupils widen, when the tail tip starts to twitch, and when they freeze for 1 second before launching forward, that is not random cuteness. That is the hunting system waking up. Now imagine that system has nowhere to go. Your cat spends much of the day indoors. Maybe they nap while you work. Maybe the house is quiet. Maybe there is no real chase, no climb, no puzzle, and no satisfying catch. Then night arrives. The lights go down. The human stops moving. The house becomes silent. And suddenly, all that energy needs an exit. So it exits through the hallway. This is why Zoomies can feel so explosive. From your point of view, your cat went from 0 to 100. But from your cat's point of view, the energy may have been building all day. That is the third piece, stored energy. Indoor life can be safe, warm, and comfortable. But safe does not always mean satisfying. A good indoor life gives a cat shelter. A great indoor life also gives them outlets, places to climb, things to scratch, objects to investigate, windows to watch, and play that feels like a real hunt. Because a cat does not only need toys, a cat needs behavior to have somewhere to go. A toy sitting on the floor is not the same as interactive play. A pile of toys is not the same as a hunting sequence. And waving a wand for 10 seconds is not always enough to satisfy a system built for stalking, chasing, and catching. The goal is not to exhaust your cat until they collapse. The goal is to satisfy the pattern. Search, stalk, chase, catch, settle. But there is one more piece that many owners miss. Sometimes nighttime Zoomies continue because the human response becomes part of the routine. Think about what happens when your cat runs around at night. You wake up, you say their name, you sit up, you turn on a light. Maybe you feed them, maybe you open a door, maybe you throw a toy, maybe you get annoyed, but you still give them attention. From your point of view, you are trying to stop the chaos. From your cat's point of view, something interesting just happened. The hallway sprint created a result. The human moved, the environment changed, food appeared, attention appeared, access appeared. And if that result is rewarding enough, the pattern can repeat. Not because your cat is plotting against you, but because cats learn patterns. If a behavior leads to food, attention, movement, or access, it can become more likely to happen again. That is how nighttime behavior can become a loop. The cat gets active, the owner reacts. The cat gets food, attention, or stimulation. The cat learns the pattern, and the next night, the loop returns. So the better question is not, how do I stop my cat from moving at night? The better question is, how do I move that energy to a better time? And the answer often starts before bedtime. If your cat gets nighttime zoomies, try building a short evening hunting routine. Not random play, not just shaking a toy in front of their face. A real mini hunt. Start slow. Move the toy like prey. Let it hide behind furniture. Let your cat watch. Let them stalk. Let them chase. Let them pounce. And let them catch. That last part matters. Cats need success. If the game never ends with a catch, some cats become more frustrated, not calmer. After a good play session, many cats settle better when the routine ends with food. Hunt, catch, eat, rest. This pattern makes sense to the cat's body. It tells the system, the hunt happened, the energy had somewhere to go, and now the night can become quieter. This does not mean every cat will sleep perfectly through the night. Some cats need more daytime activity. Some need vertical space. Some need puzzle feeders. Some need a calmer evening routine. Some need access to water, litter, and a safe sleeping spot before doors close. And some simply need the human to stop rewarding the 3 a.m. performance. If your cat wakes you up and you immediately feed them, they may learn that waking you works. If your cat scratches a door and you open it every time, they may learn that scratching controls access. If your cat runs across your bed and you start playing, they may learn that nighttime is playtime. So instead of reacting in the middle of the night, build the routine earlier. Play before the last meal. Make the toy move like prey. End with a catch. Offer food after the play. Keep nighttime boring. And give your cat enough enrichment during the day that the house does not become exciting only when you are trying to sleep. But there is one important warning. Not every nighttime behavior is normal zoomies. If your cat's behavior changes suddenly, if an older cat becomes restless at night, or if the behavior comes with weight loss, increased thirst, pain signs, confusion, aggression, hiding, or unusual vocalization, talk to a veterinarian. Behavior is part of health. Cats often hide discomfort, so sudden or extreme changes should not be dismissed as just being weird. But if your cat is healthy, playful, and simply turning your hallway into a racetrack, then the behavior may be less mysterious than it feels. Your cat is not a tiny chaos machine. Your cat is not possessed. Your cat is not trying to ruin your sleep. Your cat is a small predator living inside a human schedule, a body designed for bursts of motion, a brain that still understands the chase, a routine shaped by the humans around it, and when the world gets quiet, that old rhythm can come alive. So tonight, before the house goes still, try giving your cat a little hunt. Let them stalk. Let them chase. Let them catch. Then, let the evening end with calm, because your cat does not need you to stop them from being a cat. Your cat needs help being a cat in a human home. And the next time your cat rockets down the hallway at 3 a.m., look for the pattern. What happened during the day? Was there play? Was there a chase? Was there a catch? Was there a reward after the noise? Once you understand the pattern, you can change the rhythm. Not by fighting your cat's nature, but by working with it. What time does your cat get the zoomies? Tell us in the comments. And if this helped you understand your cat a little better, subscribe to The Cat Mind. We'll keep decoding the quiet, strange, and brilliant language of cats.